stuff. I'm sure it's probably gonna be copyrighted. Oh well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yo, E. It's Bruce. What happened last night? You alright? Call me when you can.
Wait, so they wasn't passing you the ball in the three-man league?
So it's not like they weren't passing me the ball.
Okay, so what was it?
Somebody's blowing her back out.
I was in the drill, in my lane, but every time the ball moved, it seemed to find its way to the same two people.
What's up, Carlton?
It's a three-man
I'm
league.
watching
Everybody
Big
touches the
Ja.
ball in the
I don't know
three-man
if you ever watch
Exactly.
Big Ja on YouTube,
She always used to smile.
but yo, he is mad funny.
Hey, man, this ain't
He had this
sad
thing
story,
called The
y'all.
Lesbian
I
Homie,
didn't say nothing.
and
You
he has the
posted
full
your bio.
series
Just
on
up,
Tubi. That's what I'm
Instagram.
watching right now, and it's complete, is
Look, I'm trying to
unfiltered
figure
on
out
Tubi. Like he,
how you wasn't getting
like
back.
it's showing him blowing their backs out. I
So
mean, it's
imagine
not
what
like
you find.
X-rated,
So
of
now
course,
you
but
talking.
it's
Okay, me and Reese back
it's
in
not
high school,
YouTube
he was
safe.
like
I'll tell you
Kobe
that
Shaq.
much.
Okay, I'm spacing the floor, doing my job.
That's what I thought I was doing. My job.
What?
Okay, Chris, you don't need help telling the story.
Why you being so mean, bro? My heart is broken.
Chris, I've been listening to you talk about the Shanice shit all night. It's E-turn. Back to basketball. Did you ever get the ball?
Never swings to me.
Damn. So you just an option?
Basically, I'm used to the play running through me. Pause. You know what I mean. It's like it's into a two-man game inside the triangle.
Sound like they got chemistry. Something me and J.A.C said. But y'all don't care. I'll just sit in my pain.
Yeah,
It
he's
just
right.
sounds like
Because he always does the Blue Chew ads, which is why I ended up getting Blue Chews.
Chris, you don't get that?
You know, I'm gonna use those on my wife, right? She already knows. I told her, I was like, shit, I would love to get a sponsorship from Blue Chew. I will do commercials. You know, well, not you know what I mean? Like, I would do videos on here with the Blue Chews with
What the
her
fuck is he doing?
and make it hilarious. Because,
I'm
you know,
not
you
here.
play up the whole black and Asian thing. That's just jokes on jokes in itself.
What
So,
you doing here?
you know,
Already in my house.
if Blue Chew's out there watching, what's up? Let me get that sponsorship. You know?
You not screaming, motherfucker?
How do you so it's been a minute? Looking for E.
Well, she not here.
Okay. Thought she was staying between your house and Sam's house while she in town.
Now, what that got to do with her being here right now?
What up, Max?
Oh, nigga.
Look, I've been hitting her up. She ain't been responding. I'm just worried about it.
Well, buddy, usually that means she don't want to talk to you.
Actually, we was.
She, look,
How do I make?
Nothing.
See, I got this turned to horizontal, so I'm trying to see how I make the chat room stay on here
cool.
for
Hey,
me
do me
to
a favor.
see. I might just have to
Hey,
keep
sister, Alicia.
pressing the screen.
I said, what's up?
First of all, we should don't you got a girlfriend?
Don't worry about what I got. I said, tell her I said, what's up? I'm going to tell E. You tell Alicia.
So if I don't tell my sister you say hi, then
I'm not going to tell E. Comprende?
all right, Chris.
All right.
I'll tell my sister.
Cool. Hey, stop by here more often. Not to see me. We know how that went. Ooh,
She need. Ooh,
awkward.
what that awkward?
Yes, it was. Bruce, I'm gay.
Yeah, you are.
No. Flip them back, okay? I'm gay, bro. I'm strapped up right now.
What you mean? Like, you walk around the house with it on for what?
Because somebody might pop up. And I got to pop out.
Okay.
All right?
All right, fam.
All right. Don't forget. Alicia.
All right. Yep.
It's something I had on my squad.
Oh, there you go.
glad Reese was on, huh? Oh, y'all a three-headed monster.
Oh, shit. Clever Trevor. Not so clever because I just put it together. Y'all thought I was
I bet you if
paying
Blue
attention,
Chew
but I
heard my
was.
my
We
my
want a taste,
proposal, they would
okay?
love it. They'd be
Because
like,
we
oh,
met
okay.
we triangle
I mean, because
offers turned
they don't
into
have
a
anyone
two-man
doing
gang.
that. Have a dude in the
Random visit
Philippines
from
with his
Bruce.
wife talking about Blue Chew.
He was here to see you.
Man, I'll get. They will hook me
Sound
up.
like Reese and Bruce was Malone and Stockton.
Exactly. You were observing like Greg Ostertag. I rest my case.
Triangle offers my ass. Eat. Y'all had a threesome.
Yeah.
Say it ain't so.
Oh my God, Paul. Oh no.
He said, yeah, I'm pretty sure Blue Chew probably pays well. I'm pretty sure as
Julian
well.
Jones created more affordable housing, so now
Man.
my daughter can live nearby.
Plus, this is funny too. I would just do it just because it would be funny to do.
I don't want them to be jealous.
Like it would be like a double payment because people will watch the videos because it's funny, and then Blue Chew will pay me because I'm promoting their product. It would just it would be dope. it would be funny. It would be so funny.
It's a ship. There's another ship in this system with me. Humanity isn't alone in the universe. And I've just met our neighbors.
That's if she would do it. I don't know. She would be. I would think she would be shy about it. I don't know.
You might be underestimating me. It wouldn't be the first time. The big drug companies and hospital monopolies have the best lobbyists. I've got bad coffee, a half-eaten PB&J, and a sore back. The big drug companies and hospital monopolies set healthcare prices. And they're ruthless. But we've got math on our side. The receipts are clear. I work for America's health insurance providers. I negotiate lower costs for you. Once an underdog, always the underdog. Pacifico wasn't brewed to blend in. We choose to be yellow, to take more detours, to find the moments where you don't just hear the music, you feel it. In the spots where the flavor hits hardest. Because Pacifico is more than a beer. It's a bright yellow invitation to live like you mean it. Choose yellow. Choose Pacifico.
Called you a couple times last night. Thought I could apologize in person. I really want to hear from you.
I went to a homegirl's house. Ended up staying the night.
Another good, another funny, because I think they all started off from the same comedy troupe in LA. But another funny one is King V. He's pretty funny too. But there's a bunch of them. It's King V, Big Jaw, and I forgot all the names of all the other guys and the other girls in their comedy troupe, because they all like work together with each other. But King V has the best bitches on his video. I say that King V has the best bitches.
Look, I brought you some breakfast. Your favorite.
Thanks. I didn't bring my toothbrush.
Alright, that's cool. You hungry?
She dating the policeman that's handling her case while she's getting with another dude. Meanwhile, she's supposed to be lesbian. This whoever's writing this is doing their thing.
No, preparing for a wedding.
Yeah, you right. So,
He said I'm a Tyrone Long style boy.
baby too, huh? A baby. That's the saying, dog. I'm proud of you, man.
Proud of myself too. I have a son on the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's dope. That's super dope.
Little, longer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is, this. What, nigga?
A little different in here, bro.
Bro, I ain't seen you in a couple of weeks, man. Don't come over here with the bullshit, Jay.
That's orange chicken, right? But what's in the air? That ain't chickeny, bro.
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
Orange chicken is orange chicken, right? But when I smell stud punk nation, bro. You been
I feel you've been talking to Jerome or Tay, but what?
You back on business? You fucking with Reese, E, or Zara? You know, the one you having the maybe baby by.
How the fuck you know about that, bro?
Because I hope with a bitch that know a bitch that knows the bitch. Bro, they saying your name is the WNBA snack line. When I buy popcorn at a Sparks game, I hear your name. Put your ear to the wall. I bet you find a bitch in that motherfucker, won't you?
What are you talking about? Why would I put what? Why would I put my ear to the wall, nigga?
Because you're the stud finder.
All right, man, you got jokes. Everybody got jokes. Y'all continue to have jokes about me, man.
No, these aren't jokes. This is circular reasoning.
What the fuck is circular reasoning, Jason?
Hey, just because you like something don't mean you can justify it with what you like. It's like saying the Bible is real because the Bible says it's real. You're making real fucked up decisions for yourself, bro. You been fucking with Reese?
Should I go back?
Or
Let
E?
me. What do you think? Should I go back to topics later this week or next week, or should I just keep playing it out like this?
No, man, what?
Because I actually would value your opinion, bro. But
Jason, come on, my nigga. All right, bro. Fuck that,
I
bro.
don't know. I'm
you're participating in.
debating whether I should actually go back to topics
You
and
got two
not.
women who don't like men, but you've talked them into fucking you and then fucking with each other and then fucking you at the same time. And you want motherfuckers not to be confused about what you want in life? Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't really have an answer for that, bro.
You at least make her take the mustache off when she's sucking your dick?
Yeah.
Get a black eye around your dick. Man, you a hard pussy. You should feel like you fucking home base when you man.
So I'm sorry. I never meant to hurt you. Baby, L is for the way that you look at me. What the fuck do you want me?
Topics are cool. It's educating and hilarious when you roast the trolls. Yeah, I'll stop roasting trolls just because it doesn't do anything. Like every once in a while, I will roast someone, but you saw how I felt back on roasting trolls because my homeboy Marcus, he likes when I roast trolls too, but it's not getting me. It's not getting me closer to my goals. Like I'm not gonna get anyone who's willing to sponsor me if they think I'm just gonna crash out on people or or roast people that could be their potential customer base. So I'm trying to grow this to another level. So
What are you doing here? That's what you mean by space?
and I like doing the topics as well, but I mean, there's no point in doing topics if it's literally like only two people who's going to be discussing it with me, as opposed to like, like 2 years ago, when I was talking about like politics during the presidential election, and I had those large chat rooms. That was golden right there.
Calm your ass down. This is now. I don't give a fuck. You want space? Here's your fucking space.
Before you do that, sis, I got you. What's going on?
Zara just finally called me back.
Okay. She good? Every time I think.
Tubi, I mean, Big Jaw's like the only like Tubi content I will watch. And I've watched a few bad Tubi things just to see how bad they actually get. Yeah, they get pretty bad. Oh, and I just started watching Miami Vice. I know some people watch Miami Vice back in the 80s. I never did because like I remember my uncle used to watch it and it just seemed too grown up for me. Like I'm like 6 years old when it came on. It just seemed way too grown for me. So I never got into it. And I look at it now, I was like, oh, it's not bad. So I'm gonna at least watch the first season and see how it goes. But so far, I'm saying like all these cameos from like now really famous actors, like what's his name? Ed O'Neill who played Al Bundy. He's in the third episode playing a FBI agent that went rogue. It's funny. Let me see all the newly added stuff. Hold on. Oh, they got Notorious. I like Notorious, but now I know that so much of that stuff is lies.
What do you?
I don't know.
Hey, Robinson.
Ray.
I imagine.
Going up.
I imagine. Hey, Robinson.
Calling. Jordan Sanders calling. Jordan Sanders calling. Jordan Sanders.
What do you know about the?
Well, that's already on
You should
here.
have called an ambulance.
With no health insurance.
Being in debt is better than being dead. What's wrong with you?
Seven's a classic.
This was found on the wall behind the refrigerator.
I don't know. For some reason, 1995 had so many good movies. That's crazy. How many good movies was on?
Data for Starfleet frequency 1486 on audio. Aye, sir.
Bumblebee. Oh, there we go. So unless you get a comedy sponsorship, yeah. Even a comedy sponsorship, like I don't. I mean, I don't even know how that would work. But even still, yeah. I mean, I need to say classic movies. Yeah, but I mean, like specifically 1995 for some reason, it was just like this renaissance of good films in 1995. Not, I don't know what it is, but 1995 has had this perfect balance of movies that were like 90s, but not like early 90s. It was like I don't know. It's like it's like they kind of set the pace for movies in the 2000s. And also, I'm noticing a lot of the big YouTubers are getting their own channel. I mean, not their own, are getting their own stuff here on Tubi.
I would not count that yet. Out of the instructor role right now, that was impressive. I'm gonna try again. Try to this time maybe not kill.
That's crazy. Like all these YouTubers now have their own series. Like they took their content from YouTube and made them into TV series on Tubi. Like that's a big that's pretty dope.
maybe in the right hands, I could be like one of the greatest.
YouTubers are the new celebrities. It really is the case. It is moving that way. And you're seeing some pushback from Hollywood. I mean, not from Hollywood, but from Hollywood actors on that notion. You have some that's pushing back, and then you have some that are like,
Gentlemen, now you've seen the rest of the ship. How does it feel to be back?
they're some of them are trying to ride the waves because you see like some of the actors and musicians actually appearing on these YouTube channels with these guys, or some of them try to become YouTubers themselves by starting their own podcasts.
Admiral Dougherty's waiting for this. Transmit it to the ship.
Come on, we need.
When you think back on the pink of pink.
Okay.
We need time to plan and prepare our armies.
They are good here already.
How many did you lose in? Yes.
Yeah, a ton of stuff on here.
You better not try me with 2 pulled on Bluto, because I'm no pushover. You over here, sister.
Woody Woodpecker. Wait, that's a new version. I want to see no.
No breakfast until.
Oh, I forgot they did a remake of Annie with Jamie Foxx and the little black girl.
What do you? What? What do you?
Calling. Jordan.
So I think the movie Speed came out in 1995. No, I think Speed was either 93 or 94. If I remember, I think it was like 93 or 94 when that came out.
Red lines and
I think
Look, lady, I'm not playing.
okay.
95 is stuff like Desperado, Usual Suspects, Heat, Batman Forever, Seven, stuff like that. Oh yeah, it has Speed right here. Yep, 1994. So yeah, that's funny. It came as soon as you mentioned it, it came right across. Yep, that was 1994. It was close. I mean, it's pretty close, but yeah, 90. That 95 year, for some reason, it was just like a cacophony of movies, and most of them were good. I even like Clueless that came out in 95, because that was more our generation, like the late Gen X millennials, as opposed to like the early Gen X, which the movies like Pretty in Pink and 16 Candles and The Breakfast Club and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, that was for the early Gen X. And then stuff like Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater and other movies like in the early 90s, that was more for like the Gen X that came up in like the early 70s or something like that. But for late Gen X, it was Clueless, like as far as like teenage movies. Oh yeah, Stand By Me. Classic film.
I was 12 going on 13.
Some Star Trek Next Generation films, Sum of All Fears. That was good. Most people don't remember the Speed sequel, which was like whack.
Let's do this.
Oh, not You Got Served.
I get paid.
Can't take that movie seriously. Ooh, Big Trouble in Little China.
So who we picking up?
Girl, I don't want to talk about it.
Girl?
So Clueless was dope. I like the color schemes they used in the movie and TV show. Yeah. Plus, it was funny, like the way the dudes used to talk on there. The dude from Scrubs, he was like, "What are you bitches blind or something?" He's a cake boy. He said, "What do you mean? Is he? You know what I mean? He's a cake boy." He said, "What do you mean? He's a cake boy? He's gay." She's like, "Nuh-uh." He's like, "Yes, even." Yo, the way they talk was so fucking funny. What are you bitches blind or something? He said, and then when he was dating the chick played by Stacey Dash, she was like, "Oh my god, you shaved your head bald." She's like, "What are we gonna do for the prom pictures?" He was like, "So and so shaved his head, and it looks good, as will you." Oh, and I think Die Hard 3 came out in '95 too, when he was with Samuel L. Jackson. That shit was good. Tales from the Hood came out '95, Hood classic. Yeah, I know, because I remember on my senior trip. On my senior trip, I actually went back to I actually did my senior trip with my old high school, not the high school I graduated with, because all my friends were from my previous high school, so I went on a senior trip with them. And I remember we were down in South Carolina in the it was bike week when we were down there, but we went to um what do you call it? What's the beach? I forgot the name of the beach, in South Carolina that everyone used to go to back in the day. And I remember we went to go see Tales from the Hood. We were dying laughing at the movie. Now when I look at it, it's so corny. And they made like several sequels off of it, right? And they weren't that good.
What do you...
Is that son dying? Yeah. I don't remember this movie.
What do you...
Can I tell you about the party on Long Island?
I'm hurry.
But yeah, it was like so many good like thrillers and dramas. It was more along the lines I'm thinking of an action film. Like I said, Desperado, as far as like action films, and then Batman Forever. But then, like I said, you had like stuff. You had like classic movies like The Usual Suspects and Seven that came out that year. It was a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff came out that year. And I didn't originally appreciate Batman Forever. The funny thing is, it was so campy. But I remember when it first came out, my father was like, "Oh, this might be too. This Batman might be a little too grown up for you." I'm like, "What? Please." It's like the first movie was dark as hell. He was killing people.
Yeah, well, we are.
I was like, how's it going to be more adult than the original two movies? Is he going to do film reviews from a psychological perspective? I actually thought of that. I mean, because I was thinking of doing like if I had the equipment set up, I would do like reaction videos. Because 2 years ago, my wife told me I should do like reaction videos to like songs that she suggests for me, and we were gonna start with her introducing me to a bunch of like Taylor Swift songs that she loves, since she's a Taylor Swift fangirl. But I the computer I have doesn't have what I need to do that with. Turner and Hooch.
We ain't talking about what's in the.
He got game. Mm.
We only. We only.
Oh, Boomerang. Yes, sir. That's 92 though. RCX. Wait, How Stella Got Her Groove Back was 98?
Excuse me.
I thought that was like 96. What's that got to do with it? Both Angela Bassett movies. Oh, and you got the classic Annie.
Stella, you.
Congo. Oh, Congo. That was 1995. And I think that was another Samuel L. Jackson. No, that was Samuel. No, that was a Samuel L. Jackson. That was Ernie Hudson from the Ghostbusters in that one. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I must say the device is mine.
That was underrated. I mean, it wasn't that good, but it wasn't terrible. Oh, speaking of Tales from the Hood, you got Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, and which was another movie that had Christian Slater. Like Christian Slater was all over everything from everything from 1990 to 1993. Like had Christian Slater somewhere in it. Pause.
Yeah.
Total Recall, but not the original Total Recall, the remake. That was yes. Ooh, why does it keep switching to sports? What the hell?
What do you? What?
I can't go through the list because it keeps messing up. So I do not like the Batmobile from Batman Forever. Yeah, so the third act of the movie is the weakest part of it because that's when he puts on that new outfit and they change the Batmobile and it looks. Yeah, I like the first two-thirds of the movie, the first two acts of the movie, where he still has on the traditional bat outfit. And it was just it was just better written in some ways, but it was also very campy.
Okay.
But I do like the movie. Plus, it was like
We need to go.
it's just like Val. What's the name? The actor that died.
Sir, I'm not looking for
3 years ago. But like you look back at it now, it was like he was a good Batman and Bruce Wayne. Like he didn't stand out the way Michael Keaton did, but he didn't suck like George Clooney did either. So, but Val Kilmer, that's it. But yeah, Val Kilmer had a good performance as him. I think he gave a good performance as Batman and Bruce Wayne. But I don't. At the end when he put on the new outfit, I didn't like that, and I didn't like the way the Batmobile looked either. Plus, I didn't like the fact that they chose Chris O'Donnell to play Robin. Like the dude looked 30 years old playing Robin. Like Robin should not look the same age as Batman. That to me was kind of whack. So. Spaceballs. What's up? Spaceball. Yeah, that's on here. You know they're making a sequel to Spaceballs finally after like it's been 29 years, and they finally making the sequel. Oh, they got School Days. I remember School Days. That was like required for you to watch if you were planning on joining a black fraternity or sorority. You had to watch School Days. So they'd be like, you gotta watch School Days, and you gotta buy the book. What was the name of that book they made us? I ended up not joining a black fraternity. I ended up joining a multicultural fraternity, which I actually helped form with some friends. But when I was about to join one, yeah, they was like, "Have you ever seen School Days?" They was like, "If not, you should watch it, and then you should buy the book, The Divine Nine, because they used to be called the Great Eight, but when the Iotas joined in the '60s, they changed it to the Divine Nine, which actually sounds better than the Great Eight anyway. But they always hated on the Iotas because they were the last to become part of the Pan Hellenic Council in the '60s at Morgan State University. So they always were looked at as like the redhead stepchild of the Black Greek letter organizations. And people and then the other fraternities would make fun of them, they would call them the shit and piss fraternity because their colors were gold and brown. So they was like, yeah, they were the shit and piss fraternity. But the Iotas were fired back. They were like, yeah, they call us the shit and piss fraternity because we be shitting and pissing on all these niggas. It's funny. Plus, at least at the University of Maryland, which is, you know, a PWI, predominantly white institution, they were the only black frat that had their own frat house. So that instantly gave them status, whereas they wouldn't have that sort of status on another campus because, again, they don't have the same level of prestige as like the alphas or the nukes or the sigmas or the qs. But because they were the only ones that had their own frat house, that was on the campus. That was their, that was how they used to shine. They'd be like, yeah, well, we the only ones on the campus, University of Maryland, that have a frat house. So what's up with that? Yeah. Plus, they live right next to this area off campus called the Graham Cracker, and it was called the Graham Cracker because this is where all the sorority houses were. All these white sorority houses look like freaking mansions. Like they pretty much were mansions, and a lot of those brothers was smashing them. A lot of the brothers in the Iota frat house was smashing those snow bunnies. They were smashing the shit out them snow bunnies off a Graham Crack, off off the the off that street, man. That was almost reason alone to join. Let me stop. But I know if I wanted to, they definitely, I was a shoo-in. Like me and all my friends, like we were so tight with them, they probably almost expected us to join at some point, but none of us did. We thought about it, but it's like, nah, it's like if we're gonna join a fraternity, we're gonna join one with some prestige. I mean, they were our boys or whatever, but we knew what the other fraternities said behind their backs because we knew some of them as well. But it's just that the Iotas were the only ones that could throw parties because they're the only ones that had their own frat house. But we did know what the other fraternities and sororities used to say about them behind their backs. I mean, now as an adult, it doesn't matter. But those little superficial things matter when you lived on campus back then as an undergrad. Now I wouldn't give a shit. I join whoever I want. Thunderheart. Yeah, Thunderheart was good. Another Val Kilmer film.
My father's fine, sir. He sends his regards.
It's a good man.
Val Kilmer was such a great actor. I'm sad that he died, man. Well, not Get Rich or Die Trying. That trash of a movie. She Hate Me. I remember that movie. Man was getting it in. Imagine getting paid just to knock up bitches. Most dudes do it for free and end up paying, not getting paid. I wish I could get paid to just knock up bitches. Just skeet. Oh, god damn.
Officers from the what do you
Oh, skeet.
What
Oh,
do you-
skeet. God damn. Like, you're pregnant. Pay me my money.
good pep talk?
The hell? Can you hear those kids outside?
Looks like
Yeah, off the chains.
Is really, really.
They have an AI Val Kilmer movie coming out. Really? I'm assuming that his estate gave permission to use his likeness. I'm guessing, because we're still at a stage where they can't just rip actors off. Like, pretty sure they had to pay us estate for that to have the rights to that.
No.
Don't want to watch first. So I'm on YouTube now. Back on YouTube. Val Kilmer agreed to it before he died. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I keep forgetting he just died 3 years ago. I'm thinking like it was like 10 years. Yeah, he died 3 years ago. Same thing with James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones gave permission to Disney Lucasfilm to clone his voice.
Nice try, Bill.
Because most women I've dated.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be an option in a lot of actors' contracts moving forward.
I mean, I want to say flip.
Is that they're going to, is that part of their contracts with these studios is to allow that studio to use their likeness in the event of their death, or in the eventual death, of course, because they're eventually going to die anyway. But I think that is going to be moving. I think that's going to be a standard. I think that's going to be standard operating procedure moving forward in Hollywood with a lot of actors,
California State University,
maybe even musicians as well. But I think they're going to have them sign off on being able to use their likeness after they've passed. But then allowing
she went out and
their estate to get paid from that.
So at this particular party, I was driving, it was drunk, whatever. A lot of girls there. I noticed something that I had never seen before. And what that was, that you had some studs that were there. And the studs that were in the place had these beautiful women, right? And these women, in my honest opinion, did not appear to be gay. Now, again, I don't know, but I noticed that if I walked by those women, that the lesbian lady, the stud, she would hold her tight, and they would kind of look at me in a very disparaging way. I don't know.
Is it Disney about to profit big time from Mr. Jones' voice? I hope his family gets paid. Well, they already used it, because they used his voice in Fortnite to play Darth Vader. So that happened a few years ago.
About in that podcast, what's her sexuality, who she is, and what kind of women does she like?
Because most women I've dated
was
straight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You flip it?
I mean, I want to say flip. So that's, a lot of people get that misconstrued.
Okay. Yeah.
Women that I end up dating don't mean they fully, they just gay.
Right.
Shannon Sharp, sissy ass. OJ Jackson has a distinct voice. I can tell him from everyone. Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. She says that she doesn't typically
Because he
date
sounds country.
women
That's
that are
why.
gay, they're straight. And then once she
Like for
deals
someone
with
to,
them,
you know,
that they go back
never
to
mind. I
being
ain't gonna say
straight.
anything
That
bad
was
about that
interesting,
man.
wasn't it?
But yeah, he sounds kind of country.
I'm a stud. I like girls, but I think I'm gonna start dating men. And let me tell you why. So I've been out here dating, and I just find
I could not date a black
men
stud.
like
Like
Sims, and it seems like they look
black
for
women are already
parents
masculine. So
instead
then
of
when you
girls.
saying a black stud, like
What else?
When I was dating women, I was picking trouble.
uh,
I was picking chaos. Ooh, selfishness. I pick selfishness. It's funny because
like I said, black women are already masculine. I can see dating a black stud, which is why I find the show that's why I find Big Jaws series The Lesbian Homie funny because they're already masculine.
Every time I talked to Michelle, she had this.
It makes me think, and plus it makes me think black
fetish
studs probably don't
about
smell good
trying to turn
in the
a
coochie area.
straight woman
I'm just
gay.
gonna keep it
It was
100.
something that she
The fact I
always
say that is
talked about.
because it's
Something that she was
known.
always
It is a.
obsessed about.
I know
Yeah,
people are
she
gonna
had
get
this
mad
thing
at me
there
for
were
saying
some
this, but
femmes or women that were
you know,
gay, but
according
she
to both the
wanted to deal with them.
NIH
And what I realized
and
that once the women dealt with Michelle, what happened? They never stayed
was it the
within the
public
LGBTQ. They always went
Library
back to
of
men.
Medicine,
Now, if you listen at what Young and
over
Meg is saying,
60% of black women
I'm
suffer
so
from
special.
bacterial
I can
vaginosis
call her for
BV,
whatever I want
and the
to
main
and send them back
symptom
to
of
you.
that is
No,
a fishy odor.
That's not what she's saying.
So
What she is saying
then you
is she is most likely
you
so
pair that with
toxic,
women who are trying to act
so
like men.
problematic. After the women get through dealing with her ass,
Nah, no
they
thanks.
are going back to men and thanking God they with those.
I'm pretty sure
men.
Young
Let
and
me
May
explain what
stinks
I'm saying. And I
because that's what he's
understand,
talking about right now.
women
I'm pretty sure Young
that
and
have
May
gay relationships that do work out.
coochie
and
smell
all
like
of that.
balls.
I'm not here to discredit that. I'm talking about this idea of me pulling a so-called straight woman. Number one, I understand that from some of my research, women's sexuality is more fluid than men's, and that's why a woman can like mess around with women and stuff like that, and not necessarily be considered gay. But for men, that is definitely more likely to be gay because the way our sexuality is wired is it's on and off if you're typically a man. And with women, it can kind of go back and forth because of their emotions and hormones. The thing is, dealing with women is a hard job, fundamental. Most men, even me, as I've gotten older and that I really understand it, it is wildly difficult because there's just so many responsibilities that a man has that typically women, they just, when they deal with men, they don't really have to worry about. But I think that the conflict comes in is when you have two women and when, you have both women that have, even though they're still women, and those needs are largely not met like they want, it becomes quite toxic for some of these relationships, especially what we saw with Young M.A. last year. Remember this issue?
Okay, so Young M.A.'s ex-girlfriend.
I don't think I've even heard one song that she's ever made, by the way.
When she was in the hospital.
I've seen some cute wannabe studs trying to be manly, but it's not working.
Yeah,
Yeah, when I used to go to school at College Park and University of Maryland, PG Plaza is right next to University of Maryland. Well, so is Greenbelt. PG Plaza and then Greenbelt Plaza. But we used to go to PG Plaza because it was like it was the better mall. Greenbelt was like good for like buying some cheap t-shirts and going to the movies. PG Plaza didn't have a cinema back then. Now it does. But it used to always be these studs walking around PG Plaza. Shit was hilarious. Like you couldn't go there without seeing someone look like Young M.A. in PG Plaza back in the 2000s. But
I need women to know that you're not limited.
and when I was still into black women, it might have been a few that I would have smashed. Now, hell no. Like I said, the black chicks are already masculine, and then a black stud is even super masculine. Like they try to act more nigga than niggas. And like some comedian pointed out, he's like, why is the studs always gotta act like thugs? Like you never see a stud that's try to act like just a normal guy. They have to be like a thug nigga type guy. Which is this was like they have to be super masculine because like I said, black women are already masculine, so the studs are like super masculine. So they're like all looking, trying to look like thugs and gang members. I'm like, this is retarded to me. So.
The world's most awarded tequila, proudly poured at the world's best bar. Quit for putting up with some of the, I don't want to call it problems, I will call it challenges that women can have in a relationship, like men. For example, cattiness and catty behavior. That's something that I really had to understand and not take personal from women as I've gotten older. Like, oh, she's just tripping. Like, I don't need to get loud with her because she's tripping. Or let me not talk to her. Let me just ignore her. Let me just ignore her largely. Then I'll talk to her when she gets some damn sense. Let me just do that.
Yeah, sure. I've never seen a stud act like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Right, exactly. They can't act like a regular dude. They gotta act like a thug. Like,
oh, you need this. I know I
it's like they're trying too hard. It's just like when dudes try to be like girls. They always gotta be like they gotta be like a super bitch.
Deal with that a lot better. This is advantage I would say. A lot better than women.
Like that dude that interviewed the guy from the Rams. He's dressed like a woman. He's sitting there moaning and calling the dude daddy. Like, who does that in an interview? Moan. Like, even real women, even a real woman, that would be weird for her to like moan during an interview. Like, that shit's crazy. Like, they try to be more, the studs try to be more of a guy than a guy. The gay femboys try to be more girl than girl. It's just mental illness.
But that's typical. This is what women want. But what women typically, in my honest opinion, don't want to do is cater to somebody else's needs and desires as much. And largely, that's the power of a man. A man could not get a lot of his needs met and be completely happy if he's clapping. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Cooking, okay. Cleaning, okay, you clean, okay. Are you nice? But you're clapping? Okay, she's clapping. Is she terrible? She spent all the money? Not really. Sign me up. Give me a can of beer or whatever, I'm good. We can do that. Especially as you get older. Because you know what? I know I'm random, but guys, press one of the comments. Shit gets over for us after 17. After 17, you know you're not getting, in my time, no more PlayStations, no more Super Nintendos. It's over. All you're getting from now is 2 socks, boxers, and fruitcakes for Christmas. If that. It's your turn, largely, to be helping buy stuff for everybody else. Largely, that's how it works. And if you're a man, you understand fundamentally what I'm talking about, because this largely is you. That's how it works. I honestly feel that when you have women that come from the straight community, heterosexual community, and they experience in the female gay community, you know, a lot of the stuff that you deal with men, I think that women are more keen on those little nuances and stuff, and that causes a little bit of conflict. And they're like, oh no, she's too picky. She's too like, oh, okay. You got yourself now. You don't like that, do you? And guess what? They tend to coming back. That's why I always tell men, I knew a dude, he was hurt. Some girl took his girl. I said, boy, she did you a favor. He was crying. I mean, he was devastated. Boy, you're not devastated. It's probably one of the best things that happened to your life. Because I'm gonna tell you, usually, if you play your cards right, now that you don't want her, she gonna come back, and I'm gonna tell you largely why it is. If it's a lady that's problematic, a lot of people don't want to put up with problematic folks. I'm not here to talk about every woman that's problematic. I'm not here to say every man is problematic. I'm talking about certain folks that's problematic. I believe young MA is problematic. Nobody want to deal with that every day. Okay? Most women want a person that's flexible to their BS. And then, you know, most women want to hold your ass accountable to whatever your ass is doing. Okay? They gonna be on your ass for your stuff and then want to get away with murder with their stuff. And most men is okay with that, for the most part. Men will admit, okay, look, you right. I'm just tired of arguing with you, baby. You're right. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it. You didn't get it wrong. What did you do? You didn't do nothing. But as long as it's about clapping, okay, fine. Now, women, who wrong? Who gonna say I'm sorry? Stop playing. I'm gonna be real. Who gonna say I'm sorry? That's why women like men for the most part, because they need that dude that's gonna just shut up, give money, not argue that much, let you jump around all day around the house, jump all on you trying to work, do anything they can to stop your ass from being successful that damn day because they want some damn attention. And I don't think that women do stuff like that. Especially, you know, I already know how, I'm just trying to get, I know I'm guessing I could be, but on their periods. Then I had a woman that was so, I know I'm long with it, just stick with me. Right, I told my first period, she used to have migraines and rough periods. Boy, you had to slide the food underneath the door. It was like, I'm talking about, it was insane. You did not want to deal with her. During them little
I wouldn't want to deal with any of O'Shea Duke Jackson's women anyway, because I know he like ugly bitches. He like ugly bitches with big asses.
During the period session. Because somebody got to be dumb enough to be there.
Yeah, I said it.
Usually us. And hey, I don't know all the time if women gonna be like, oh,
I don't care. He does.
They're gonna be getting
And I'm not the only one that said that.
Y'all know I'm not lying. So young and man, thank you for helping them realize that you're not a better option. Thank you. Even though you're getting the ones that don't nobody want. Gonna be real. Because you be dumpster diving with some of your girls. They look good, but they got problems anyway. So you're not getting no real bad ones. You're not getting none that nobody really wants, baby. But God bless you. May the Lord keep you. So guys, when you think it's your boy City Jackson back at it again. We're gonna have a sort of stuff. Who's your father? This is the best.
Take the next step in treating your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis with Entyvio, the only gut-focused treatment for UC that helps block inflammation in the gut and works right where you need it. Now is the time to talk with your doctor about the results you want, rapid response, and for many people, visible improvement of the gut lining. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of liver problems and serious infection. Although unlikely, PML, a rare brain infection that can result in death, cannot be ruled out. Your doctor may test for TB. Tell your doctor if you are prone to or have an infection, sores, or flu-like symptoms. Learn more about the only treatment for UC that works right where you need it. And ask your doctor about gut-focused Entyvio, including the Entyvio pen. Gut-focused Entyvio.
Sorry, I'm looking at something. Anyway, I'm about to be off this joint. Yeah, because I can't get comfortable while I'm on this. But yeah, I'm out. I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get to bed early today. I'm out, guys. Peace.